What's going on, people? Playing some Diablo 3. I missed out on the Diablo 2 beta. I don't know, I was just absolutely pooped yesterday, so I couldn't really be bothered streaming, to be honest. So I thought, you know what, let's do some Diablo 3 instead. It is the better game, so whatever, sue me. And I also tried, because I did say on my Sunday I was going to gift a sub for my birthday, and I forgot, so I gifted one just now, and it's gone to my Nightbot, so that failed completely. So yeah, it's good. It's all good so far. Nightbot has gotten a retune back at the tech lab after numerous complaints. We picked Crusader for this run. I've been playing a little bit with the Demon Hunter, because I never leveled the Demon Hunter before.
Absolutely.
So, Dragon Dark, thanks for the follow, man. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Yeah, Crusader I played a bit with before the expansion came out of this. But Barbarian was always my main in Diablo 3, but basically whatever RPG I play, I'm pretty much a Crusader / Paladin. It's just the way I am, the way I was born. What's going on, Dragon Dark? I thought I recognised you from Sophie's community. Good to have you in. Yeah, starting a whole new run. Season's only been about 3 or 4 weeks in, so I've got plenty of time. Great thing about this is when your season character expires, like it's not deleted, it's just converted to a single player character, which I think is great. They really need to bring that on board with Diablo 2. Sound might be a bit too loud. Let's get that down a little bit. Jesus, on 10. Let's lower these then. But yeah, I got my Demon Hunter to about nearly 50. So, what's with the whip cracking noises? So, if you, don't know the story of Diablo, or you played Diablo 2 and not 3, basically, a ruling sort of council of angels were making a decision on whether to exterminate humanity due to them harboring evil within them. But Tyrion. Oh, so this carries over from the This carries over. I forgot about that.
Nothing ever seems to. What do you mean? There's always some threat of the risen dead or foul.
This carries over from my other characters. Awesome. Forgot. Yeah, his ruling council of archangels wanted to exterminate humanity so they could exterminate evil, but one archangel, cool. So the Archangel of Justice basically said to them, no, you can't kill humanity because there is also good in them too. They banished him, stripped him of his wings, and he's been cast down to Earth. And he took the form of like a giant comet that has crashed into a cathedral, and that's kind of stirred up a lot of the dead, and that's where we are at the moment. It's essentially a giant war between heaven and hell, and humanity's in the middle. That's the overarching story. Yeah, And he's got, like, he doesn't remember who he is. This is killing business.
Something like putting the dead back to sleep.
Thank you. You should speak with...
So the first act deals with kind of getting him his memory back. And discovering if there's a greater evil behind this sudden resurgence in the dead being risen.
I admire your courage, but have faith, Captain. Well, I have seen you fight. Strike at the wretched mother. They're attacking the barricade.
Not the barricade.
That's one of the wretched mothers. There are more of them.
I, Deckard Cain, have spent many years traveling and writing about the strange creatures in our
No, you are just a hero. You're the first act. You're trying to find him first. And another chap who's kind of like the lore master. This guy who's narrating at the moment. He's been in all the Diablo games. It's kind of a... I'm trying to think the best way to describe it. It's kind of a combination of Jewish and Catholic mythology. The angels, even though they follow the Western Catholic look of an angel in heaven and hell, it follows more the Judaic sort of construction of angels in hierarchy, if that makes sense. So there's like 5 different angels tied to a certain role. So, you know, there's an angel of justice and fate and I'm trying to think what other angels there are. I know there's 5 total.
While exploring a cave with hopes of finding hidden treasure, I came upon a most grisly
Yeah, I'll just pop that on for the moment.
of dead bodies.
Heap of dead bodies.
Searching them for any items of value, they began to
I mean, there is kind of cool lore behind this, but story isn't really the focus. It's about killing as many things as possible and getting their loot. That is the object of this game. And there is a 4th one coming. Obviously, it's kind of a... Yeah, it is. Though the grinds in this game, admittedly, is... it gets... it doesn't get too tedious, actually. Like, you're always sort of turning over gear to a real certain point. And then even the fine-tuning, like the min-maxing you get to, it's actually... like there's a lot you can do. Like I really find this one more enjoyable than the others in that respect. Because in Diablo 2 you were forced to kind of hunt for very specific items. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is getting a remaster. I played the beta, a few streams of it anyway. And, you know, like, the nostalgia's cool and it looks nice, but it's an old game that's aged considerably. It's like, I feel like I would play through the whole thing once. For revisiting those old locations and maybe getting some items that I kind of used to like. But after that, I feel like I would not get much out of it. And it is going to cost 70 Australian dollars. So I don't know what that converts to in your own currency, if it is different. But man, for a 21-year-old game, getting a remaster That's ridiculous money. Like, you know, other games that I used to play stacks of around the similar time, like, you know, Age of Empires 2, you know, even ones like, say, Command & Conquer Red Alert, like, even though I wasn't that big of a fan of it, you know, their remasters are like $20, $30, and like they've done so well. Like, they've really done well. And Age of Empires 2, whilst it was kind of just like a skin update, like a graphics update running better on systems, since it's come out, it is offering, like, they've expanded the game so much, and the expansions have been like, you know, $10 each, $15 each. But yeah, Blizzard's just getting greedy, which is probably not good for them at the moment. They can't really be choosers at the moment. They're in the crap for good reason. So yeah, the meta of 2 was really like find very specific items. And you're forced to use the same items no matter what build you had. And, you know, this game, it's just like there's so much more freedom to play how you want to play. Yeah, and I really, really like that. And there's gear that will suit the way you play. And that's what I like about it. Key must still be there.
It doesn't seem likely the Deckard
Cain is alive.
You seem quite sure of it.
Yeah, I know I'm a super stud. See, I wouldn't be surprised to see a price drop. Oh, and the stream is once again brought to you by White Rabbit Dark Ale, one of my favourites. I do have a 6-pack of it, so it will be getting a bit of a run this week. So Adria was an NPC from the very first Diablo, and they've kind of brought her back for this. She was kind of like a witch kind of character. Ooh, I didn't know I could do that.
Here's the key and my mother's journal. What I've seen of it is disturbing.
We need to save Uncle Deckard.
I will go. Stay here and learn what you can.
Thank you.
Aiden came to me last night. I
For a long time, this is where Diablo drove old people. I don't know what really happened here.
So this first act is also a lot of callbacks to number 1,
We serve the Zac.
Well, I hope you're
I'm not here for that either.
which was set in the town of TRISTRAM. Yeah, no worries, Dragon. Thanks for coming on in, and thanks for the follow. I'll definitely see you more around the traps, in whether it's here or elsewhere, or in Sophie Quest stream. But yeah, see you around, man. Alright, so we're going to the Cathedral, which is from the first game.
The fight is over for this one.
How's the speed run going? This is not a speed run. Troll demo, but leveling up's pretty quick. But good to see it.
Tristram Cathedral. The fallen star lies within.
I don't no, I don't do speedruns. I like gaming. To me is about enjoying it at one's own pace. And speedrunning is just, yeah, to me it's everything I hate about gaming. Even though people who do it are incredibly skilled and good on them, I just never want to speedrun a game. But this will not take long. Like leveling is and getting through the story is incredibly quick.
But they hide many dangers within their hideously malformed bodies. A set of spikes lurks beneath the monster's flesh, and foul parasites nest within them. It is said that these horrors themselves are constructed their evil.
That's absolutely true, Elm. Good to see ya. What I loved about Diablo, like a good measure of your strength when you got powerful enough, was that you would kill barrels inside the barrel with a hit. So you would hit the barrel, and the enemy would die before getting out of the barrel, and that was when you knew you'd made it. But I was playing, playing the 2 remaster beta, and just the amount of exploding barrels in that game, it had sort of gone from like an inconvenience to being memeable. It was that ridiculous. But I'll only be playing the Crusader on stream. I've got a Demon Hunter that I will play offline. And I'm sure I'll find items that will have some crossover. Oh yeah. Impressive mushrooms. It's part of the secret level, I think.
And I'm cursed. Once the captain of King Riot's army, I lived only to honor my land and my king. No man has a greater love for his king than I had for mine.
Lactanon again, another callback to Diablo 1. I've never played the Necromancer class, I'll be honest. The DLC was rather pricey for what you got, which was essentially $15 for like a couple of character slots, a couple of stash spots, and a few like banner cosmetics. And it was $15, like. And I never played the Necromancer in Diablo 2, so like I wasn't gonna rush for it. Yeah, that's definitely what I said. Those were the exact words what I said. So yeah, again, it was ridiculously expensive for what it offered. So I never got around to playing. Never got around to playing Necromancer. I don't know, like some people absolutely adored that class. So unfortunately, I am not the best person to answer that question. The only only ones I really dabbled with in this game were Crusader, Barbarian, Demon Hunter. Yeah, I think they were really what I went for. Like big melee guy, so even though Demon Hunter's ranged, but you know. Guy in chat the other day when I was playing Diablo 2 beta, Moopadu, he was a big Necromancer player. And he said he loved it, so. Lots of skellies following you around. Alright, so... Again, I always try and clear the entire dungeon. In these, like, story playthroughs, if that makes sense. Just because, like, once you sort of reach the, like, the power leveling stage, like, you don't look at them all. Shaman in 2 because of his hyena friends. So, oh, is that the druid guy? The druid, I think. He had like wolves and tigers and other things that could follow him. There's also a witch doctor in this in Diablo 3 as well, which to me feels like their necromancer replacement. So it was a really odd choice when they chose to include the necromancer. I feel like there were others they could have included ahead of the necromancer. Help me!
Minions, stay back! Back! May this wet cold. Skeleton King. The power of the fallen star awakened me, and soon all will suffer as I have suffered.
So again, another
Bring me his bones.
Diablo 1 callback. I feel like if you're used to summons, then yeah, I think Witch Doctor or the Necromancer would absolutely suit you. Oh, crossbow, that's really gonna help me. The way he answered that question was like, if your niece didn't ask me, I would have just left you to die.
We must discuss the fallen star.
I rescued the old scholar and learned from him that a creature called the Skeleton King stands between me and the star. But not for long.
Alright, cool.
Uncle, you're alive.
Thanks to you. And
It was my duty to help. Now, I would know of the
the
fallen...
prophecy of the end days.
Please, Uncle. I've spent most of my life. He's convinced
I'll just
she wasn't from Tristan.
plow through these conversations, like alternate ones.
The Skeleton Key lost both of his
You do get
the key to defeating him lies.
achievements, I believe.
When the if
I can see that
I do.
And I've got most of them, but
Oh no,
some of them are
story of... And so
he cometh.
timed,
Leah
as in you can only talk to them about certain topics
I've dedicated my search...
at certain times, so I just try and talk to them all the time.
We have come at last. Tristram's home
And these law books you get XP for, so
This is where Diablo, Lord of Terror, first corrupted mankind. This is where I may finally find the answers I seek. Leah worries after my safety.
Uncle Deckard is home, rescued from the clutches of the
and the
skeleton.
gold is shared from my
But the Skeleton King, I thought he was a folktale. The idea of
Demon
man
Hunter,
and
so
returning to torture this place. Hasn't Tristram suffered
we
enough?
might be able to forge ourselves some OP gear here and get ahead. What's the earliest weapon you can use of this? Highest usable. Not much. We'll see if there's anything we can buy.
Dug out some interesting things on my latest dig. You should take a look.
Jeez, man, some pretty craptastic stuff there. And I never sell gear, like I salvage everything for materials. So I can't sell, I gotta sell those because they're your starting gear, I think, so I can't salvage them. Throw me shroom in here. So yeah, like you can see, like, you usually have quite a bit of stash space. Ew, here we go. Here we go, this is the OP stuff. And we'll probably replace it, but whatever, who cares? So this lady here is kind of the you can enchant stuff with her, do cosmetic stuff, and you can also dye your armor, stuff like that. Should upgrade her a bit actually. Kind of neglected to do that with my other character. And then you got the jeweler here, who I believe is voiced by this same guy. He's been in a few Blizzard games, but he's known for voicing Winnie the Pooh. Can't recall his real name, but
Very interesting.
What is it? They are.
I meant to say.
yeah, a very famous voice actor.
You two. Transparent.
Yes, if
Are you Hadrig? Deckard Cain?
no. It's my
It
wife.
is a hard.
So I gotta help this guy kill his wife because she has been infected or something. Something like that. Anyway.
I'm sorry. Do your duty, blacksmith, no matter how hard. Not yet.
My love, forgive me.
Mr. Hadrig, I don't feel so good. Whoa.
I couldn't have done this.
You owe me nothing, friend. But I would.
I can help you then. You'll find his tomb in a cemetery in the Weeping Hollow. And if you see my fool apprentice out there, tell him to get back to town.
Okay. Alright, so we go this way. We're finding the crown of King Leoric, who used to basically be in charge of Tristram and the surrounding area. And we're using that crown to awaken him properly so we can kill him. And then take his crown for ourselves. Because it's a pretty decent loot item early on. Again, always these optional side caves, side dungeons. Always do all of them. You always get loot. Thanks for the follow, the host troll demo. I'm so glad I got to see the notification that I made for it finally. Yeah, you got spooked, man.
I was able to trace some carrion bats back to one of their nests. What I found shocked me. The nest itself is a
I kind of set a lot of my alerts and stuff up pretty early on in the piece. I'll probably do a redesign of the whole channel at some point. I will be in the process, hopefully this week, of starting to at least redesign all the frames and transition screens, stuff like that. Hopefully, just to make things a bit cleaner, a bit more channel, bit more channel representation. Just give it a unifying theme instead of here's the Tim and Eric bit I like. So what have you been playing at the moment, Troll Demo? I think I spotted you playing Surviving Mars, I think, the other day. I think that was the last I saw you sort of, like I made a, specific effort to see what you were playing. If I could do a Tim and Eric watch party, I absolutely would. How is the game, man? Because I've sort of, had it on the list or in the back burner for a while. Is it a Paradox Interactive title? I swear it could be, or at least published by them. Gets a bit tedious if you get a successful colony. Yeah, a lot of city builders, once you sort of get... It is, yeah, I thought it was. I always see it as part of their sales. I really liked City Skylines, but yeah, once your city gets established, it becomes more exercise in micromanaging. As opposed to enjoying. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, that's... Yeah. And it feels like the only thing to do is to take a... Hey, thanks for the follow, Game Maestro Steve. Welcome on in. We're playing Diablo 3. I'm trying to get my fix after the Diablo 2 beta. Yeah, I feel like with those games, yeah, the only thing to do after getting to a certain point is to just start a new colony or start a new city. And I feel like the parts I enjoy of those games is the early on management, like where you're sort of got this nice little neat town or colony, and it's just starting to thrive, and then it just gets bloated and things go wrong. Can't play Dwarven Fighters in this, unfortunately. Who is this? Is it... does your last name begin with B? Yes. Welcome on in, man. It's good to see you. Yeah, there's only humans in Diablo, unfortunately. But as you can see, I am playing a melee class. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, Diablo never really ventured outside of the humans in terms of character creation. Like they give you a lot of culture choices, but well, I mean, Crusader is a paladin, and you know me and paladins, they're like my favorite thing ever. Once you get large enough, it's hard enough to keep colonists to fill all the jobs, especially since applicant numbers drop after a while. You can only steal colonists from the other 3. Yeah, okay, that's kind of really limiting what you can do. But hope you're well. Hope you're well, Steve. Hope lockdown is treating you okay. For it seems we shall be stuck in this venture for a while yet. Ooh, hello. Hello. What do we got here? So stuff I bought we're already replacing. But you know, potato potato. Gold is only really an issue early on. In this game. Later on you get so much of it. Like on my main characters, which I played deep into a season, I had something like 900 million gold, and I don't even think that's that much in the grand scheme of the game. Learning your elite hacking skills. That's right. You did start a new course, didn't you? Still haven't unlocked. Level 9, we unlock the next skill. Second year IT, cool. Is it software engineering or just sort of an overarching computer science degree? I actually started software engineering straight out of university, first year, and I absolutely hated it. Not because it was a bad course, it just was not for me. And cybersecurity is a good one to focus on, man. That's something that a lot of people kind of looking for. Yeah, programming is rough, man. It's something that I felt like I had to really practice on a lot outside of a school atmosphere to really knuckle down. When I was knocking about, it was C++ and Visual Basic. They were the coding languages.
During the last days of King Leoric's reign, even the skeletons of the ancient dead could not rest. They took up their broken armor and weapons once more, ready to cut down anything that yet grew breath.
But I sort of toyed with the idea of like trying to make like small games through like, you know, Game Maker Studios or RPG Maker, like stuff like that. Yeah, Python is like, I'm not hugely familiar with a lot of the programming languages besides maybe Java, but yeah, I'd love to do an RPG Maker game. Just because I've seen some fantastic achievements with that. I was at uni, but in the end, I just found it wasn't for me. I wasn't really. Yeah. It's a lot of people, you know, can do it fine, like. But the whole tertiary thing just isn't for them, and I totally get that. Like I felt like I wasn't at home at uni unless I was doing gigantic word limits, and lo and behold, here I am. Whereas yeah, the idea of anything math or physics based like legitimately makes me lose sleep at night. Yeah, it is hard to find the time, Steve, and you know, I know you of all people would be a testament to that. Trying to juggle a lot. My electives are non-IT. Yeah, that was me. That was me with journalism. all my electives were literature based or publishing based, with not a yeah, just the single core in sight. Juggling is a good skill. Alright, so we're just messing up some undead at the moment. That's really the aim of the game here. Fire eating. What about plate spinning? What about plate spinning, Choldemo? The long lost art of plate spinning. Fire breathing? Yeah, fire related skills never go out of fashion, and they look cool. Make you look dangerous. Chicks dig that, I hear. Not great with plate spinning. I say that I'm good with plate spinning, but any more than 2 plates, and I start sweating profusely. Fire spinning. Now you are thinking. Now you are thinking. I like it. Do the plates have to be on fire, or are you sort of just spinning fire? We gotta sort of get to the finer details of this. Hate how little damage you do early on. Does my head in. I used to have a fire spinning baton. Is that poi? Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, I think I know what you mean now. One thing this season has introduced to make the leveling, I think, much easier. They've introduced this community event buff where you find weapons that only last the season, but they are so ridiculously overpowered. I found one at level 20 as a demon hunter, and I'm still one-shotting everything with it. Besides bosses, obviously, and higher health monsters at level almost 50. They're ridiculous. So hopefully I find a decent one as a Crusader. That'd be very nice. Yes, I agree. I agree, Steve. Just that holier than thou. You know, the lawful good classic, you know, slay the monster, rescue the princess kind of tripe. I don't know. I always liked it, even though it's incredibly sexist and demeaning. Just that type of hero, not necessarily them doing the same thing, always appealed to me. That's right, Trolldemo. I know you're cool, man. Like, you don't have to. No, you are cool, man. Like, it's just the my idea of what's cool probably isn't the greatest. Pretending to be humble. Yeah, you were. I'm the one saying you're cool, not you. You are cool, man. This is coming from a guy who, you know, paints Warhammer miniatures and plays Dungeons and Dragons, and can name all the Roman emperors up until 211 AD. So, you know, it's a high endorsement. They are. And even though I did enjoy D&D, I never played it until, you know, like 2-3 years ago. But like as in tabletop miniatures though, I've been into since I was probably about, God, like 15, maybe even earlier. Yeah, actually way earlier, like 12 or something. Do I know much about Chinese emperors? Not a huge deal. I probably know more about Japan and probably the surrounding areas rather than China. What is this gravedigger's accent? I must admit, sort of Asian history. How about North Korean emperors? I wonder if they call themselves. No, they're more like overlords or. What is the big fella call himself? I don't know. Yeah, I imagine he's. That is pretty cool, Steve. That's awesome. Yeah, I mentioned Supreme Leader, that's it, of course. Should have remembered that. I feel like he would have a Daenerys Stormborn situation where he's introduced and has about 5,000 titles. Oh, cool, man. That's awesome. Who does the podcast, Steve? I like a good history podcast. I sort of started out with, what's his name, Dan Carlin, which is a good go-to. But my favourite is Mike Duncan, who did an incredible history of Rome, and also I think he started doing sort of colonial era Europe, but I never really listened to that much. Yeah, so we're just plowing through at the moment. Almost got an hour already. Like, these games are, like I've said it before, these types of games are perfect to play on stream when you've got some people to chat with. It just makes the time roll away. You've got good chats. And you're just grinding away without even thinking about it. I remember when he doesn't have a lot of governmental titles. Okay. I suppose the way he looks at it, like his title speaks for all other titles, so he doesn't feel the need to say, I'm the Supreme Leader, but also, you know, Master of the Navies, you know, Treasure of the Fleet, etc. He's like, I'm the Supreme Leader. Like, whatever there is, it's me. I'm responsible for it. Like a Prime Minister. I'm not a supreme. I don't hold supreme leaders, mate. No, it doesn't work, does it?
Not enough RAM.
Wonder if Mr. North Korea started as Minister for Tourism first. Bet you didn't. I know he was the child of the previous leader, but just thought I'd throw that in there. It's a little political humor. So this part of the game, you have to explore 3 crypts to find the crown. And I always thought it was the last one you explore holds the crown no matter what. But maybe it doesn't matter. You might get lucky and who knows. Let's see how we go. Hang on a minute, they went down there before. Something's laughing at me over here, and I don't like it. Wasn't the bats laughing at me, was it? Sure. Probably the skeletons. I'm not sure if you're still there, Ellen, but how's your miniature painting going? I've been seeing some of the amazing work you've been doing on Instagram. And I am slowly, probably like 1 miniature a day going through my Warhammer stuff. Which I do hope increases as I get back up to scratch with painting. You can call him just by his highest title instead of calling him Prime Minister Leader. It's the link links only work for regular posters. Just only because of spammers, Steve. So apologies if Nightbot didn't insult you too much there. I've basically made Nightbot quote a rather old game. I'm not too sure if any of you are familiar with it. System Shock 2, which was an absolute classic and contained a incredibly terrifying AI. So called Showdown. Chris Stewart does it. Cool. Steve up to his old tricks again. What the hell? I got the Ulrich's crown even though I haven't killed the Ulrich yet. This is some weird. Yeah, that's weird, man. Whack. Yeah, got him. I know your tricks. Elm, you're painting a goblin tonight. Cool. What type of goblin is it? One of the newer releases, or like a night goblin, which I believe are all the grots. I think they're called in Age of Sigmar. I can't recall what they call them now. But the hooded ones, anyway, is how they look. But I think after tonight, Steve, you'll be fine posting links. It's just to stop someone coming in and saying, "Hey, do you want to find hot singles in your area?" Even though they don't do that. That is the one we want further. Old Night Goblin. Oh, that is awesome. Yeah, I've been going through my old models as well and doing the same. I recently stripped That's awesome. That's such a really, like, strange thing. Not strange, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, unusual thing to imagine in a Star Wars universe. Like, I think I'd love to see how it's done in a futuristic setting. All right, got the crown. Yeah, I've been I use, what did I use? I used Dettol originally to strip the paint from my old models because I would, paint it as a 12-year-old. Though there's many good things you can use, because I recently picked up a lot of second-hand ones, and I was going to use, I think they said to use Simple Green, which is like a domestic cleaning product, which is non-toxic. It is an American product, but you can get it from Bunnings rather cheaply. So Simple Green, yeah. Dettol probably works for plastic models more, but Simple Green is the one people swear by, and I did pick up a couple of liters of that, which I'm going to pick up tomorrow. And as I said, Bunnings sell it pretty cheap. A similar spending RC channels with endless noob question. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, Steve.
Have been known to devour their own young when no other nourishment is available. Their offspring, the imps, sometimes manage to flee.
And if they are metal models, look, you can use watered down turpentine, but I wouldn't recommend it. Just because the smell's insane, and I don't know. Like, I feel like it. Even though they say it's fine, I don't want it to damage stuff. That's why I made Dave see you painting. I mean, Dave is pretty good painting. Don't get me wrong, but based on your stuff, like, do it. Yeah, I wanted to use methylated spirits, but I just drank it all. So, there's Shodan Nightbot, friendly Shodan Nightbot. What a lovely noise.
I've got some brand new goods you might be interested in.
Why does he sound so shifty for? One message pending. Oh, cool. Some free stuff. Alright. Got the crown.
Truth be told, I didn't. It needs repair. It's good to work again. There. New as the day it was placed upon the Black King's head.
Wonderful.
Making spades to
Then join my crusade. The work is hard.
does sound meaningful and awful.
Well, at least you'll travel to interesting places. I have grim news. Your apprentice has fallen.
What a way to break that news.
Boy never listened to me.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Anyway, your apprentice died.
I thank you, Crusader.
Tell me about your
Not much to tell. We heard that my grand... When the skeleton king...
did what he... You throw yourself...
Don't
It
fuss,
isn't...
I believe.
Then that is... I have the crown. If it helps me find...
Yeah, right, so now we're going on a hunt for King Leoric. Now, let's read these people's diaries without them knowing.
Live a different life, a more normal life. But alas, such is not her fate. When I pass, there is none but her to continue my work, and the future of this world hangs in the balance.
I imagine that's what it'd be like at your old work, probably. I'd say it'd be exactly like that. Alright, we gotta get the waypoint. Is that true? Or are you just you're just saying that's something that's just the way, if it did happen, it would be announced. Because it makes sense. And somehow I don't think you'd want it any other way. Yeah, so anyway. Oh, what a creepy door. So now we just descend the cathedral until we find Leoric. Man, I had an itchy arm the entire time of that fight. I couldn't scratch it. Yeah, I have a box of goblins I'm yet to open that I need to paint. Quite a few boxes of crap. That's... Yeah, that's not the best way to say it, is it? Yeah, see, they announced to me the sickness he had first, so there was no confusion. But when it's like, I think they did that joke on Arrested Development. Actually, it was like, he's not with us anymore, and they're like, oh, what? No, and it's like, no, he's not with us. We don't know where he is.
My beloved king lost all pretense of sanity. He seethed with rage, spitting curses upon us as traitors.
Ah, right, yeah.
Great sorrow. I ran him through.
UK or... Oh, Dwight isn't with us. Yeah, okay. US. Yeah, the ones I've got are kind of, I guess, like the second generation goblins. So they've still got that character of the original, but have a lot more poses and stuff like that. But I love the old goblin sculpts. I mean, I love all the old sculpts. I'm not talking about, like, they're all even though I collected and played with Empire, my oldest sculpts I have are high elves. That's what I sort of liked the most when I was originally first starting collecting, and some of those things are from, like, even though I bought them later on, that the bases that you know, like the metal part that attaches to the base are from, like, the mid to late 90s, I reckon. When they were like made out of like, I don't know, it was like, well, they called it white metal, but I never knew what it was actually made out of. It was probably like lead and arsenic or something. Pewter, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I think they might have added something into the mold, maybe, to give it that color outside of pewter, but it definitely makes sense. Like, it has that pewter smell, for sure. Oh man, that's amazing. 94. Hey, man, I'd love to see him. Yeah, yep. Like, I've got an Elf Ranger or something from 96, and, even though I desperately want to paint it, like, I gotta work myself up to it. That's really cool. Oh no, I got plenty of room. Cool.
And now I wander, cursed by my once beloved king. Evil gnaws at my bones, and I cannot risk.
I think we come across our first follower in here as well. Who's a Templar, which is basically the same as me, so I probably won't be using him. I got a bit of momentum though. Yeah, it does. It does for me a little bit as well. Like, I find that on days that I stream, which, you know, I only stream like 2-3 times a week, just because I really enjoy doing it. But I find that I can't really sit down and paint on those days, because I feel like it's something I want to not have anything interrupt me. And I'm like always busy during the day, so, you know, the only real time I can do it is night. And so I really like being able to do it, you know, just putting on a podcast or music, or, you know, someone else's stream or a YouTube video on in the background, and just paint the night away. But I don't want anything else to have to do that night, if that makes sense. Because I haven't painted for a couple of days now, and I feel like, you know, I after this, to be honest, I probably will. So, because I do have a miniature nearly finished, so I feel like if I just if I do that, that's like, yeah, a bigger accomplishment. And I'm still sort of going through the individual models for my army. Like, I haven't really got to the rank and file yet. And that is, that's where I feel like the motivation does ebb and flow, when you're just painting the same, like, 6 or 7 colors over and over again. It's really tough. That's where it starts. I love that. You'll find out soon enough. Just tell me your name, damn it.
I have questions for the Skeleton King.
As do I.
Patience.
Yes, I've been meaning to set up my second camera ever since I reorganized my entire like study space, but I've just been too damn lazy, and also like really trying to figure out the best sort of positioning as well. But it is definitely on the cards. Don't worry. It is something I will be doing. It's just a matter of when, not if. I'll just put some like quiet music on in the background and yeah, just paint on stream for a couple hours. And hope that some kind people will pop in and give me some good painting strategies, because yeah, like, even though I've been doing it for ages, I feel like I haven't improved a great deal beyond making them look passable. Cormac and cheese, my favourite flavour. And probably streaming would be a good way to do batch painting as well. For the same reasons I explained, like playing these types of games just makes tedious things much easier to get through. Ooh. Oh, hello. Forgot about you.
Black magic bars our way, but the will of a Templar is stronger. You were a Templar, John Dar.
John Dar.
The powers we serve will soon rule this world. Please forgive me.
He really kills him to death here.
Betrayal can never be forgiven. Thank you for your aid. I will go with you on your hunt. If we find the sacred,
If these tomes are not the key to redeeming the Zakarum faith,
then onwards we.
Ow.
May the battles never end.
Do that one. I'll do that one. As I said, we're not gonna be using the Templar much. I think the next one you get is this Scoundrel, who's kind of like a ranged, sort of roguish demon hunter type build. That will complement, you know, a melee character a lot better than another melee character. So we'll switch over to him pretty soon. I think you do get him in the first act, and probably in the, I don't know, like level 14, 15-ish, I think. So we're not too far away from that. Maybe even this stream, I think. Ooh, we got some molten skeletons up here. Early on and in like normal difficulty, you can more or less just stand in the fire. It's really not going to do much. But later on, though, it can really mess you up. Like, trying to think what the highest level of difficulty is in this game. I think it's like, it goes like normal, hard. So I wonder if you can see. Oh no, it just goes up. Yeah, it gets intense later on. because you raise like the game difficulty, and then like the end game stuff, it raises the difficulty again per level of end game you do, if that makes sense. So you're kind of getting an overlap of difficulty raising, and whilst like their normal hits won't do anything, they'll have special abilities that'll just one-shot you if you don't avoid them. So luckily all the classes have really good like maneuverability abilities. That's like the worst word choice of all time. But they have like a get out of jail free card ability essentially. Welcome back, Steve. Thank you for using the cat emotes I have chosen. But it's like if it'll keep you on your toes, but you can avoid most sort of champion or boss. That's okay, Steve. I know you got to leave at the drop of a hat, man. So don't feel the need to explain yourself. See, I might venture out and grab another beverage in a second. See, here we go. These ethereal weapons, man, they're super strong. Like, look at that. A 2,000% damage increase. Like, this will last us for ages. Like, they're insane. So we do 1,400 damage with that. What do we do with this? 43. It's ridiculous. This will we're gonna stomp through this act. Which is, you know, it's kind of a bit lame, but the whole idea, like you play through the whole idea of this game is you play through the story once of the whole game, and it enables a new mode called Adventure Mode. Yeah, like this is Paladin Bastion time. And it attacks so fast too. Yeah, it unlocks a mode called Adventure Mode, which is really the end game of Diablo 3. And it's also the most fun mode as well. Oh, okay, yep. What was that? What did you get warned for? Maybe a lengthy paragraph? I don't know, man. My Nightbot's too long, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna fix that. Just bear with us. 2 seconds. No, it's a perfectly cromulent question. It didn't get deleted, so you're all good. Where's my bot? Paragraph protection preferences. Regulars, subscribers. Yeah, I'm just gonna put none on that one. Like it's kind of a ridiculous like thing to have. I feel like paragraph protection. Like what's gonna happen? Someone's gonna come in and post like a copy pasta or something. Like I want them to do that. Yeah, I'll just scroll back up so I can see it, man. 1 sec. No, actually, do you want to resend it again? Because my chat is on a laptop and it has a trackpad and scrolling on it is a nightmare. Yeah, I'm I heard it's actually really fun to play on console. And like the experience transfers over quite well. But I never played. I don't think I played any action RPG on a console, so I couldn't answer your question, unfortunately. Only because I don't know any different. So, and yeah, exactly. Like, it doesn't want us to read more than 40 words at a time. Maybe it's going by like the Twitter logic. 140 characters or less. Even though they expanded that. How is it on console, man? Because it did get really good reviews, and people on PC were complaining that it was actually like the looting experience was much more like streamlined and better on console, to the point where they had to actually buff drop rates in the PC version. It's because people who play on PC like to complain a lot. Especially if it's something they played first. Let's go back this way. But a lot of probably more of the smaller third-party ARPGs, but still probably some say even better, like Path of Exile or Grim Dawn. A lot of them say they're pretty good on console, so like I don't think I could play like a straight up isometric RPG like say like any of the Baldur's Gates, or the newer examples like Pillars of Eternity or Disco Elysium. I don't know how they would translate on a console, but ARPGs apparently it matches that aesthetic, I feel. Oh, of course, man. Yeah, it would look great on a big screen. It really would. Like, I remember even plugging in my I should just go. I'll just go to the damn Mystic and get rid of him. I remember plugging in my my monitor to a. Oh, thanks, Troll Demo. That's really nice of you, man. And trust me, there's not many nicer people. Nice. Oh my god, I can't even speak. I'm just that a Twitter with excitement. There's not many nice people out there than old Steve. So couldn't happen to a nice person. I've lost the ability to speak. So I'll just be quiet for a minute. Yeah, what are the odds? It's weird that. But thanks, Troll Demo. Now you can post whatever you want. Now you can spam whatever you damn well please. Yeah, you're free. You're free of the evil reign of my Nightbot. Paragraph pass. Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna turn back the paragraph protection on now that you're subscribed. Because who knows, someone might come in and post like, I don't know, far right propaganda or something. Who knows? I'll be good. No, we don't want you to be good. We want you to just rattle some cages. Get the nice version of me. Yeah, mischief managed. Yeah, I do enjoy a bit of mischief. From chat. Yeah, a thing that's been happening recently is for like YouTube clicks, like large, YouTube channels or streamers have been deliberately raiding smaller channels with like thousands of people and just spamming like either nonsense if they're, just looking for a laugh, or like hate messages if they're like really terrible people. And it's it's apparently like Twitch has not been great at protecting smaller streamers from that. Yes, I have seen many. Yeah, like it. You see, people rating like zero viewer streamers and stuff like that, or donate like 100 gift subs or whatever, like that. That's awesome. And but yeah, this new like prank is like, oh hey, let's raid someone and just make their day hell. And because they're small, they don't have like extra mods to help them out. And because the only real way to sort of I guess to do it is to switch to like a sub only mode or something like that, or like emojis only mode. But you can still spam emojis, and if you're small, you might only have like 5 subscribers or something, and that means you're limiting exposure. So yeah, it's really not cool. And it's been popping up like a lot of articles. Yeah, Followbotted was another one as well. Yeah, and it's funny, as soon as you said that, my bot popped up and said something. Yeah, Followbotted is a big thing as well. And like they'll get followed with someone posting a link, and they click on that link, and it's like their IP or something, and it's I don't know, man. I just don't get it. But I know it's been getting some traction in the tech media, like The Verge reported on it. PC Gamer reported on it. A lot of big streamers like Ludwig and Mizkif have been talking about it. So I think like the Twitch admins will have to add greater protections against it going forward, because I know in the Twitch subreddit, like a lot of people are being, I don't know, a bit confused by it and don't really know what to do. And the ones that like took it okay sort of just spent like a good 40 minutes just banning people from their chat, and it just essentially wasted their day or session. So I don't know. I just don't see what people have to gain from it. It should nearly be at Leoric. No! Spend the time to mess around online. Yeah, it's something I want to make more time for. Like I want to stream more, but it's I just can't. like I want to stream like 5 days a week, and just because I game a lot. Like, it's my escapism. Beyond other things, of course, but it's the one thing I can like really chill out and not have to think about. And sort of having people to chat to, like particularly in you know, lockdown Melbourne or in a post-lockdown environment. Yeah, like chatting to people while you're gaming is like the ultimate form of chilling out, really. Because you know, yeah, like I'm a big social person. I really miss social interaction. So being able to stream more would definitely help offset that a little, I feel. But yeah, it's finding the time. Now I'm online while also opening. Yeah, exactly, man. That's the thing. Like, I always have Discord open, but you know, the other apps on my PC are Word, Publisher, InDesign, yeah, and like Zoom or WebEx. Like, but I find myself like always lingering in Discord. So, or you know, on Twitch, if you know, one of my friends is streaming, or like a channel I really like is streaming, and you know, now that I am streaming, I'm finding so many good channels, like really awesome communities. Like, half the time I'm not even interested in the game they're playing. Like, it's just the communities are really cool. Like, genuinely nice people that have a really good environment. And yeah, it's hard to being on, like, I have to spend time on a computer, and having to do that and sort of ban myself from opening those. That's an awesome description of Discord. I feel like Discord just tries really too hard. Like, they try and make it too deliberately zany or quirky. And it's just like, you know, like, instead of like, yeah, click here to do this, it'd be like, you know, or you know, now updating, it'd be like, you know, we're putting more RAM in our, I don't know, our servers and lighting it on fire before we hit the Matrix or something. It's just like, just tell me you're updating the app. I don't care about, like, you know, your hamsters are on a giant wheel of death and, you know, there's Satan in the background doing a guitar solo. Just tell me what you're doing and what you want me to do. I've been meaning to watch some more Matt Colville. Yeah, Tumblr. It's very big Tumblr overlap. What was the one that like the copy pasta that they always used to use from Tumblr? I think it was like this 13-year-old said they were the Penguin of Doom or something, and they held up a spork when they spoke. It was something like that. Yeah, I really like Matt Colville, Steve. Like, he's... did he do Sage Advice? Was that Matt Colville, or was that Chris Perkins? I can't remember. Or was it another one of the rules chaps? But Matt Colville has a... That's Chris Perkins, yeah. Was Matt Colville the one who did that really cool, like, I don't know how many parts it was, but it was a really good guide to DMing, essentially.
We have just arrived in Tristram.
And when I flirted with the idea of wanting to DM,
This place is a backwater.
I watched it to death.
Broken down monastery. Hardly fit for the
Yeah, cool.
I cannot fathom why Lazarus was so intent on this becoming our new seat of power.
Lazarus was one of the, like, the arch villains of Diablo 1. I think he was like the second last boss. Don't mind me, just
Charge complete.
breaking some pottery. Yeah, well, I made I reckon the most time I spent making a character was for a a campaign that we were playing just to kind of get used to each other's company before, as a group, before playing a bigger campaign. And so we were just playing the starter campaign, which is Lost Mines of Phandelver, which is still like a really cool campaign. And I put so much time into making a character that was within lore of the Forgotten Realms, but still had like my own spin of what I liked most about, I don't know, fantasy and whatever. So I made like a lore master bard from Candlekeep, which is like the sort of library to end all libraries within the Forgotten Realms world. Who was essentially Indiana Jones, and I called him Oregon Ford, and he had a whole backstory that tied him into like a Forgotten Realms version of Indiana Jones, and he died at the first cave you find, I think, and it was rough. It's my only character death in Dungeons and Dragons, so I'm very lucky in that respect. But really cool. Oh yeah, you love your turtles. I know you do. I love how your character died, so you just like, screw this. I'm gonna make something that's just a DM nightmare. And of course, that is a warlock. Alright, so we're up to Leoric. I will fight this guy. This is going to be so hilariously one-sided, this fight. That's true, we did. But I died totally within reason as well, which wasn't the problem. It was just more the work I put into this character. I was annoyed at myself. So I'm gonna kill this guy in like 3 hits, and then I'm going to grab another beverage. Yeah, come on. Oh, man. Ridiculous. See, I've got his crown again. This is really weird. Well, that's a much better version.
Afterward, Diablo himself raised Leoric from the dead as the
Oh, God.
skeleton king until the
That just must be a fake.
vanquished him.
Ooh, Crusader shield. And now, down here, I believe, is Tyrael, the Archangel. Hang on, I just have to scroll up to see that. One sec. Oh, God, they've really got to make this easier to scroll. It's just something we don't know. That's really eerie. No, that's really eerie. It's like a visage of your own death kind of thing. That's right. That's why I never do it. Each character I definitely make as a part of me, but I think if I was to make a proper self-insert, one, I'd probably annoy everyone to the to the point of leaving, and if I died, I probably would never get over it. Alright, back to town.
The fallen star was a man.
It was a man!
Only a man.
Well,
I begin to wonder if his fall is related to my crusade.
it's more than a man, as you will see.
I will take him to the old scholar. He may know.
That's a good point.
Cain.
No man could survive.
Warrior, I think a Cain bearing your message might.
This is really annoying because Deckard Cain has met this person before, in like his angel form. I think he would still recognize him. He's not like Deckard Cain's not a moron, so I feel like he would. Yeah, probably poor writing. Probably Blizzard not remembering anything past a game or an expansion. It's like every game retcons something from, or an expansion retcons something from previous.
Do you remember? So, nothing.
A mind wipe
You have nothing.
wouldn't surprise me. Nah, you got Blizzard. I'm gonna get rid of that. Oh wait, actually, I gotta give stuff to my follower. Oops. Yeah, we'll give you that. Oh wait, that. No, I want that. You can have my old armor. To see, you can't use them. Rats. Yeah, you can have that. Maybe, yeah. Maybe that's what's happened. It's like that episode of Futurama where they're watching the robot soap. What was it? All My Circuits. And just every character had amnesia.
My dearest Hadrig, do not feel despair, my love. You did everything you could. Our
Fields of...
can say.
Oh yes, I go there, and then I go out here. It is a great episode. That's one where Fry and Bender move into their own apartment. Is that the one? It's like first season, I think.
Love always. Mira.
Yeah, that is. You're right. That is a fantastic episode. Fantastic episode. Alright. Alright. I will pause it here. I will put my BRB. Yeah, living in a closet. I'm going to put on my BRB. I'm just going to grab another beverage. I'll be back in, I don't know, 30 seconds. So, amuse yourselves. See you soon. Oh, are you serious? Alright, lucky last. Here we go. Yes! He's done it! In your face, everyone who didn't believe in. What? I'm back. Told you I'd be quick. Yeah, mine would be Barbarian, Steve, I think. And in 2, I think the Crusader was actually called Paladin in 2. Though I did play as Barbarian a bit in Diablo 2 as well. But I had like a full level 99 Paladin in D2. So the game I go back in a team game always. Yeah. That's exactly why I picked a Paladin in Diablo 2. Even though they were still good solo, they had lots of auras, which would affect the whole party, and yeah, the auras I had were offensive auras, and they would just ridiculously stack the damage. And I would play with a couple of mates who one played as a sorceress and another played as a... I'm trying to think if they played a necromancer or something else. I can't remember. But whatever I did, Geeple. Yeah, goats are the staple of a Diablo game. And the sound of them doesn't get any less annoying. Yeah, I really like the auras. Just being able to switch them as well was really cool. Which I hope... lost mine, you're new. Cows are the scary ones. Yeah, there's no cows in this game. There is a secret level called Whimsyshire or something, where it's just like all rainbows and like flowers, and you fight like unicorns and clouds and I think they made it after people complained that I think one of the initial gameplay videos of Diablo 3 was like too bright, and they said that the color palette was too it wasn't dark enough, like it wasn't, you know, grimdark enough, so they were like, alright, we hear your complaints, and they made that level just to make them even more annoyed. But you gotta collect a lot of different components. It's not as easy as the Wirt's Leg and the Tome of Town portal in the Heradric Cube. This one you gotta... I don't know if you saw it earlier, I got something... I picked like a mushroom out of a patch. That's one of them. You have to get like a bone from a fireplace. You have to get like a rare drop from a cave that only spawns like 30% of the time. Yeah, malicious bonus content is awesome. Just the fact that they go to that extra effort to make something that still is somewhat useful just to spite naysayers, you gotta admire that. And this is still at a time when the people on the Diablo team were, like, a few of them were actually past, like, classic developers. Like the creative director was Leonard Boyarsky, who was from the original Interplay Black Isle team. So the team behind like Fallout, the original Fallouts, and he went on to go to here. And who has since... Well, he left this, I think, during Diablo 3.
I heard there is a fine vein of metals and gems.
Cool. And I think he's part of Obsidian Entertainment, which is like the all the doyens of gaming development, in my opinion. The purest developer. So to be honest, they didn't really. They made the Outer Worlds. I don't know. I couldn't get into it. It will be something I will go back to. But yeah, it didn't do much for me. But Pillars of Eternity and Tyranny are both excellent. I don't think I've ever done this quest before. Purity is important. No, it's more the... It's more like the, you know... Not from a cleansing perspective, Steve. I'm not getting towards that level. Like, you know, I don't believe in eugenics or anything, I swear. Yes, naturally. Naturally, yes. Yeah, we'll work those on. Really, this early on, you want to just improve your damage. No, I hate that guy. Yeah, Albert Schweitzer, that was him, wasn't it? Albert Schweitzer guy. Eugene Levy? What did he do to you? Oh, pure gemstone. Yet. We'll get that just for our follower. I don't know, man. You got some pretty crap gear. What's my... Oh. There you go. Yeah, I'll give you that. I'm just giving him... Ah, good, yes. Just, there you go. Take all that. I don't need it. Alright, well, that was a good little venture there. Now I am drinking a Moondog Old Mate. Very sort of standard ale, but very good local drop. Now, you know, the brewery is based in the industrial sector of Preston. Pretty sure the place is next to like a wholesale butcher's and like a sheet metal factory. Good. That's it. Well, it's on the same street as Bunnings, so you know you can kind of get it all in one go. You could get your barbecue. You could then get your meat. get your 6-pack, and I don't know, buy some shelter across from a storm or something. Did I just kill something called the Old Man? Must have been a Lord of the Rings reference. There you go. Even better. Have a barbecue in the empty lot. Have a cold brew with the lads, or however the saying goes. Yeah, the trees do look pretty cool in this level. You'll find them like along the edges of the map. They'll just come out at you. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a Lord of the Rings reference. I'm trying to put the one in the Old Forest. What was it? Old Man Willow, I think. The one that Tom Bombadil has to sing into. Man, Tom Bombadil is weird. You know, people are like, oh, they should have had Tom Bombadil in the film, but man, just yeah, that would have been film poison. I'm pretty sure everyone here is dead. They wanted to make money, it's a lot of fluff. Yeah, I just don't see how they could have made Tom Bombadil work on film. Like, all the guy does is sing, speak in riddles, has no real explanation as to who he is or why he's there. Yeah, it would have, like, I mean, film audiences these days literally need a villain to say why they're doing the bad stuff they are doing, or explain their entire plot to the villain. So, I don't know, I felt it would have just gone over everyone's heads unless they were someone familiar with the source material.
One can hardly imagine the trouble that effort must have taken.
Why does my scepter sound like a whip? It's in the first book, pretty early on, like 100 pages in. So yeah,
A dark coven has formed in Tristram, and I fear that their superstitious violence may...
Who are you to take what is mine?
I literally just walked away from that, from the villain as they were speaking. Yeah, subtext and illusion. What? What are those things? Take sword piece back to Cain. Okay. Ah, bloody chest. Oh, he's got a new skill. Yeah, we'll do that one. Oh, good. Ow! That hurt. what we'll do is we'll probably explore the rest of this place, and then we'll probably call it a day. We're over the 2-hour mark, and it's past 9 o'clock. Not that I'm tired, but streaming is like, if you stream for 2 hours, it's like you've been playing a game for 4 hours, in my opinion. Like it's, or you know, like at like 50% of the time. So it's yeah. Yeah, and because you're continuously talking, or at least I like to continuously talk, you know, which is probably annoying, but like, you know, there's streams you rock up to that say, sometimes you'll rock up to a stream that has 0 viewers and they're not talking at all, or there's no interaction with the audience, and, you know, I kind of feel like why do you stream, like what do you wish to get out of streaming, kind of thing. But to me, streaming is literally about the interaction. Like, that's the whole idea of it, and why I enjoy doing it. It's the idea to be able to chat to people. And yeah, just continuously talking gets exhausting. Seriously, that would be super interesting. I would love to watch that. I watched like a half-hour video of someone from Polygon. I'm glad you did, man. It's been good to have you chatting, Steve, as always. Yeah, I watched like a half an hour stream of a guy using like a basic game maker studio to like make a game, but also more talk about like the ideas he's had for a game, and you know, sort of how frustrating it is to have ideas and not being able to put them on paper, kind of thing. So to be able to see like behind the curtain kind of thing, and then seeing like the end product and seeing how much it takes to get such a simple end product, yeah, I'd love it, man. I reckon that'd be really, really cool to watch. Yeah, cool, man. Cool. That sounds awesome. Yeah, well, if you ever do get around to doing that, I'll be there, man. Cause yeah, that's like really different.
I'm not quite sure what all the fuss is about. Few farmers turn out dead, and everyone goes running for the hills. I've lived off these lands for 20 years, and I have not seen.
Because you have, you know, arts and crafts streams.
No reason I should leave a perfectly good heart.
Like where people watch people just put stuff together, because to see the process of it is like quite a good thing to watch. And I feel like that, you know, software engineering is literally the technical aspect of that. Yeah, Ellen, that's like, yeah, you couldn't put it better, really. That's oh, I got to go back to CAIN.
I'm returning to town. Here is a piece of the sword.
Uncle Deckard,
Very good, Leia. I have no memory.
Their leader, Magda, said the next piece
that makes me think of the drowned.
Exactly, Leia. Your knowledge could
The Nephilim were ancient humans with antennae.
Magda's
their gods are dead.
the last two.
I sense power indeed. This is the weapon of
Is that what I want?
whatever you have forgotten isn't.
This sort of second half of Act 1, it's just really poorly explained in terms of intelligence. I don't use intelligence. Yeah, really poorly explained plot-wise. Like, people just seem to remember stuff super conveniently. It doesn't really make much sense.
You there, please help. They're going to kill my friend.
Alright.
Thieves are going to kill my...
What do they want with your friend?
She's just a farmer's daughter, Sasha. She has a relic that the thieves are after. Where is the relic?
Tell me about your order. Are you release the
You actually... Fine.
There should be a waypoint just up here after this section, and it'll be a good spot to end. It's like the most generic brigand name of all time. I'm the bad guy, Nigel Cutthroat.
This isn't over. The rest of the Thieves Guild will find you.
Here's the relic, my love.
Of course, my dear. Soon we will settle down to...
You wish to join my crusade? It's a hard path.
Yes, absolutely. The way is hard and all that. Shall we go? A good choice. Wait.
Thanks, El. That's good. It's good to hear. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Always good to have you in chat.
Could use a helping hand. I sure as hell don't want to stay around
Goes
here.
without saying. Always welcome here.
Tell me that you're not considering this criminal proposal.
What of your betrothed?
Betrothed.
What are your betrothed?
Marrying kind to you. By the way, my name is Lyndon.
We will replace him
Knew you'd need my help.
because his stuff is
That will do very well. That's just the thing.
much. Basically, he increases damage for you, and we're all about that damage. All right, so we'll go back to town. Just get rid of this stuff. Oop. And we will call it there. So yeah, that's all I've got at the moment. Why have I got another demon hunter? It's weird. That's my main guy. He's the one that's got the most stuff. But that's the one I play off stream, and I'll be playing with this guy on stream. But anyway, I'll just see if there's anyone online to raid, just because it's always good to pop in and say hello to people. Ah, Liam's on. Yeah, for sure, we're gonna raid Liam. It's always good to annoy him. And he's a good friend of the stream. Now. Raid. Liam. Oh. So when you raid him, just kind of be as annoying as possible. That's kind of the aim. So we're gonna head over to him now. And the aim of the game is yeah, just to be as annoying as possible. Oh, hang on, I'm gonna cancel this. Sorry. I'll do it again. I just realized I gotta say goodbye to and thank everyone. Sorry. Thanks so much for coming on in. Steve, good to see you in here. I know you've been busy, so it was good to have you in chat, man, and thanks for the follow. Elm, thanks for the chat as well. Troll Demo, thank you for the gift sub. Especially to Steve. Yeah, he's a regular when he can be, so definitely worth it. And I've had quite a few follows off stream as well, so thank you to those people. We'll be back on what's today? Tuesday. Be back on Thursday. And like I've got my vaccine on Thursday. I'm sure we'll be fine to stream, but who knows? I might get secret 5G powers, and yeah, I might sort of ditch this thing altogether and conquer the world. So we'll see how we go. But I will be streaming Humankind. It's kind of a new Civ type game. I played a little bit of it, and it's awesome. Really super chill, great art aesthetic. Yeah, I think it'll be a nice game to stream. So I'll be back on Thursday with that. And then